What's up, everybody? My name's Enchanted. Today we're going to be hopping back into the Pauper challenge. I am going to go ahead and apologize for this video not going up earlier. I had work this morning, but I still wanted to get one out, and you'll see I have two copies of it here. Actually, the first one is the one we're going to be playing. The second one is the more competitive version that I still wanted to show you guys just in case. But you guys know that, of course, I'm me, so I like to have fun with my decks instead of try to play them as competitively as I can. So this whole idea came from this original deck here where I'm playing Enchanted Fliers. I just want to get down a bunch of Healer's Hawks and Rustwings and a bunch of cheap ones, and then throw things like Knight's Pledge and Candlelight Vigil and Parhelion them, basically. You just basically try to get a good, strong flying game and try to get it rather quickly, if possible. We have cut down some of our lands, and honestly thought about cutting one more, maybe two more. Nonetheless, just been having fun with this deck pretty much. I always enjoy playing Flyers and Pauper because well, it works. You can't really get away with things like that in standard. You'll run into mono red and everything will get shocked out of the sky. Of course, that may not be so bad. I don't know, I wouldn't try it. Nonetheless, this is going to be the more competitive version. I'm going to run through it first for those of you that want to see, you know, good deck, bad deck. But I know most people, they like watch the deck text and then they skip ahead to the gameplay. So those of you that aren't going to be watching the gameplay and just want to know the deck tech for the more competitive one, I'll go through it first. So kicking this off, we have 4 Healer's Hawk and 4 Rustwing Falcons in our 1 mana drop slots. In our 2 mana drop slots, we have 3 Concordia, 3 Gideon's Reproach for some removal, 3 Knight's Pledge for some buff, and then 4 Revitalize to keep you alive, draw some cards. You know, the essential mono white shenanigans. And Gideon's Reproach is some really good removal in this game mode because most creatures don't get that big, and if they do get big, you still have Luminous Bonds to take them out. So, moving us down to our 3 drops, we have 3 Exultant Skymarchers, a 2/3 flyer for 3 mana, and the double cost doesn't affect us because we're playing mono white. 3 Luminous Bonds, just as I said earlier, these are for the bigger creatures that you can't really Gideon's Reproach out of there. So yeah, really good in that situation. 3 Candlelight Vigils to make your creatures even bigger and give them vigilance, so it keeps your board state defensive while allowing you to go offensive as well. Then you have 2 copies of Parhelion. Now obviously if you have Parhelion in your hand, you're going to want to save your Knight's Pledge / Candlelight for the Parhelion so he can mentor up your creatures above just 2 power, but still a very strong card. Moving us down, we have 3 copies of Angel of the Dawn, which is an excellent Flyers card. Comes in at a 3/3 with flying for 5 mana. Normally not that good, but in Pauper it's very acceptable, especially since it gets 1 turn Anthem effect while all of your creatures get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. Again, you're trying to go in hard and fast, and this is a good capper and a good end game for that. And I say end game because you're trying to keep it to 5 or 6 turns if possible. 7, 8, you're getting into the mid game, and then you got to hope that your Flyers have survived and things have boded well for you. So then we have 2 copies of Loxodon Restorer, and this is pretty much in here because it has the Convoke effect and late game, again, getting you into 4 life. This is more if you do go to mid range and you need the life and you need a bigger creature. Here you go, Convoke. Fairly easy to get it down. So, and you'll see we run more mana in this deck as well. So now that I've gone through that one, we'll hop back to the first one real quick. This is essentially the same thing. We just play more. More of the cards that I want. But the other one had cards that I felt were better in, you know, in this meta of Pauper. So still have the birds, still have the removal. We do have 1 more Luminous Bonds, and then we have the enchantment. So yeah, and then only 21 planes here. So we're gonna hop right in, and I have already started it up. I tested the deck out first, you guys know that. So we're at 2-0, and you guys know I sort of like to start here because it means if we win all 3 games, we go 5-0. If we go 2-1, we're 4-1. You know, it's I feel like it's the best place to start these sort of 5-win challenges whenever you have 2 losses. So yeah, we'll hop into a game 1. Alrighty, here we are up against Unique 1-2. Sure. We got some removal, we got some card draw, we got a creature, which I usually like to see more of. Hello, how are you doing, friend? Alright, that works for me actually. Let's just go ahead and get the Healer's Hawk down, because then we can Knight's Pledge it and start swinging in and getting some life gain. Seeing the Golgari, we gotta think that he's going Saprolings, which is actually okay for us. We just have to make sure to get our creatures above the point of what's that sacrifice card? The one that does -5/-5 if they sacrifice a creature, because pretty much every Saproling deck is going to be running it. So we want to get Healer's Hawk big and quick. Cast Down, thank goodness, is not a common card. Generous Stray, it's one you don't see often. Let's just keep going for the damages. Because if he doesn't have an answer, then this is our best answer, right? To rush him out before he draws some removal for us. Burglar Rat. Tell you what, we'll get rid of one of the Revitalize because we're in a very good spot. We've already healed up a lot from our Healer's Hawk, so Gideon's Reproach could have been a fun takeaway there too. Just because we have a good creature on the board. But again, if it gets removed, then we're sort of left with nothing. Yeah, there it is. Vicious Offering. That would be the card I was attempting to think of earlier. So let's just Revitalize here. Look for a land. Knight's Pledge. Well, that's unfortunate, but we got something to put on the Rustwing, so again, we'll be able to hit him for a little bit more damage, and we're not worried about his very tiny cat. Rock's Oracle is another story, but I want to go ahead and get my Rustwing down. Wow, we are skimming very slim. Skimming very slim. Does that make sense? We're running low on lands, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes my feels like my vocabulary gets messed up, so we'll block out the Generous Stray here and hope he doesn't have some sort of combat trick. Okay, sweet. Oh, don't tell me you're... Okay. Thought he was about to fungal infection me. But he probably would have done that in the instance, right? Well, we got another mana. I think we just Luminous the rocks here. We can play Skymarcher next turn. This way we don't have to sacrifice anything to the Oracle. Could have also used Gideon's Reproach since he is in that range. And it is instant, so it would have been a bit more, you know, surprising. So maybe Gideon's was better there and it was cheaper. Although not that we could have played anything for 1 mana during his turn anyways. I don't know. Somewhere along the lines, the probability of the cards and what I get and all that just start to blur. We were right. He is playing some massive horde of Saprolings, so hitting us for 3 is not that bad. Now next turn, when his other Yavimaya Sappers can also swing in, it will be a little bit worse. But now we have a Skymarcher to block them out. Since now Rustwing isn't really going to be a blocker for us, we can start swinging in with him. Or her. You know, it's a Falcon. I don't know. I don't know how to tell gender on a Falcon. Deathblown Thallid. Yeah, I mean, that's an attack. You're just gonna try and rush me down, that's okay. Another Healer's Hawk would be nice to Knight's Pledge. Ooh, that one hurts. And we're running dry just because no lands. We've hit 3. It's kind of crazy considering in the 13 lands I hit 3 very often. Maybe you want to go up from 21 lands. We'll see. This deck has been performing fine for me thus far. If anything, I've only flooded, so This is gonna hurt. I think we just lose? Wow, that feels really bad coming into a game 1. Yep. Alrighty, well, good game. We can only kill 2 of them with Gideons, and that won't be enough to, obviously, mitigate enough damage. Yeah, no, we would have died to the 1-1 Sapperling and the 1-2 Generous Cat that I made fun of, so how fitting. Nonetheless, we'll hop on... Sorry, you guys know sometimes my vocabulary runs together if I'm in a rush. Which I shouldn't be, I just got off work, but maybe that's why I'm still in that like work mindset. But nonetheless, we'll hop on into a game 2 here. Alright, we're up against Ryan, the whole restaurant industry. Those of you that live outside the US and probably outside the Southeast, I don't know how far Ryan expanded in its heyday. I don't think it's as popular nowadays. Yeah, but those of you who don't have the restaurant Ryans, you probably won't understand that. I used to enjoy it, but ooh, Persistent Petitioner deck. Unfortunately, Gideon's Reproach doesn't work here. You know what would probably be good, just in case for this situation? Changing out 2 Gideon's Reproach for 2 Summary Judgments. Because that works on tapped creatures instead of, you know. Actually, Luminous Bonds doesn't work on Persistent Petitioners either. I did not even think about somebody just, well, you know, milling me. Alright, well, as much as I hate to help them, well, I was gonna say we really need, yeah, nice. We really need the, oh my god. We need the enchantments. We need more creatures. We need bigger creatures. We need to go faster. Oh fuck, that's a lot of cards. I think we have to revitalize here and hope for a... Okay, that's good. (14 plus 4). Yeah, I know. You got 5, 6. Holy fuck. I feel like he may only be playing Persistent Petitioners. What? Oh, okay, he just did it to one of them. You can do it to... No, he doesn't have the mana. I always forget it costs mana to tap him for just the 1 mil. I mean, the lifelink doesn't really matter, but sure. Alright, so we got him dead on board. Yes! Woohoo! Fuck you. Not you guys, him. I love it. I love running into petitioner builds because like you guys know that I love them so much. So whenever I lose to one, I don't get upset. I'm happy to see it being played. But whenever I win to one, it feels really good because I'm like, haha, didn't beat me. Nonetheless, we'll move on into a game 5 or game 3, however you want to look at it. Game 5 of this Pauper event, game 3 of the video. Alright, and here we are up against Harambe? I think that's Harambe. Could be saying that all kinds of wrong. Sure. Watch us not draw any lands again this game, and then we'll just be stuck with these taunting us. Ooh. I've not seen very many red decks, actually, in Pauper. Well, we're drawing lands, so that's good. We're not drawing creatures, but... Okay. We're only drawing lands. Well, I can't complain. That's our Candlelight Vigil, so... Now, if you just want to give me creatures, MTGA, I'll think that I'm actually good at the game. You know what? I'll take a Luminous Bonds. But I'm going to be smart and this time play Gideon's Reproach like I should have in the last game. So, gonna try and learn from my mistakes. Ooh, Goblin Gathering. I love that card. This guy playing a mono red goblin deck? That would be nice to see. Obviously, I'm not going to Luminous Bonds one of the goblins. But we would like to see a creature. Already sort of flooding. Got screwed last game, flooded this game. I don't know. I don't know what the game wants from me. Give me a creature. I'll take anything. Give me a Healer's Hawk. I'll make it do. Rummaging Goblin. Ooh. Again, a creature you don't really see. Alright, so Exultant Skymarcher. Good enough to block with. Good enough to Candlelight Vigil. We'll just have to hope he doesn't have a Lightning Strike, or... Are Lightning Strikes common? We'll have to hope he doesn't have something that deals 3 damage. Okay, so he can probably buff them. So I'm just going to say hit me in the face. Because if he had that 3 mana cost instant that red has, that or he could just have Skewer, because for some reason Skewer is a common. What are you doing, Magic? How did I never notice that? Skewer's a common? Holy fuck. Alright, well, we're in a very tricky situation here. Let's Luminous Bonds the Vashino. I'm not really worried about if it's efficient or not. Obviously, he's playing very aggro. So, mitigating the damage is efficient in my eyes. Attack with a Rummaging Goblin. You son of a bitch. Alright, well, we'll take it. I definitely don't want to Gideon to approach a 1/1 Goblin if I can help it. If it would have been the Rummaging Goblin, sure, because it has an effect. Has some value. Just 2 1/1s, I'd rather not. Or rather, 1 1/1. Oh, God. He's doing it. And these are taunting me. Not because we're getting screwed, but because we're getting flooded. Hey, there we go. A creature. Now let's buff it before he has time to kill it. Alright, we have a 4/4 with Vigilance down. Then comes out Skewer plus Shock. You can still swing in with everyone and deal, yeah, a good bit of damage. Throw out the Rummaging, I'll kill it. Take out the Goblin Motivator because it has value. Oh no, he's just gonna hit me and then fucking skewer me. Oh no, or Short Strike. Sure, sure. Maybe I should have taken that one and just candlelighted my fucking creature again. Right? Make it even bigger. Yeah. Although Rustwing isn't really the creature we want to do that with. It'd probably be a Healer's Hawk. Not that we can be too judgy, right? Because now we're just right back to more lands. Ooh, feels bad. We're just gonna lose our first 2 games. I'm sorry, guys. I said this deck was good. Ignore me. Just play the other one. Now, if we lose out here on both games, then we'll probably hop into the other deck and play 2 games of it. So, I believe something along the lines of the other deck is what I played last time to get me the 5 wins in the Pauper event. So, that's why I also wanted to come back to the mono white enchantments. I enjoy them. They're very my cup of tea, and those that like to have a life gain deck, you can play life gain and Pauper and feel alright. Alrighty. Waiting on this guy to, I guess, do some math or return to the keyboard. Or maybe he just DC'd and then we win off of a fluke. He's definitely not roping us, right? Because he's in the lead. He has plenty of creatures on the board. I have none. It's pretty obvious I'm getting flooded. He may be getting screwed, but even still, you know, he has 6 damage this turn, 6 damage next turn. That's lethal. What's he doing? What's going on here? I'm very surprised. I just went from playing a game of Magic to talking to myself awkwardly. This isn't what I signed up for when I became a content creator. Maybe he just doesn't know. It's his go. Very confused. So I guess we'll just sit here awkwardly. I don't even have any of the little bugs to click on. Wow, he must have DC'd. What? No way. What? There he is. He just moused over a goblin. Oh, okay, he's back. Hello. Nice to have you back. Oh, come on, no. Just hit resolve. Oh, unless he's actually planning on doing something. Okay, he might be. Yeah, there we go. I always hate winning just because someone DCs, right? It just feels undeserved. Yep, that's gonna hurt. Alright, well. Let's kill the goblin motivator. I think we're past the point of Candlelight Vigil saving us, unless it's on a Healer's Hawk. You can also take this deck as a life gain deck and throw in some mesas. Ooh, that's nasty. Throw in some Mesa Unicorns or the 2/2 Vampire that has lifelink, because then you're just playing like a lifelink enchantment deck, which is also, you know, very fun to play. Also probably a little bit better, right? Because then your creatures all have lifelink instead of just your Healer's Hawk. Ooh, yeah, I think that's a loss. Obviously, we can survive for one more turn, but what then? We hope for a Healer's Hawk plus a Candlelight Vigil. Let's hope he doesn't have a Skewer or a Shock or anything like a Pyromancer. Pretty much dead to most everything. Oh, he's discarding. Maybe. We might. Oh, okay. Alright, so we lost both games. Feels bad, but whatever. We kept a hand with 3 Candlelight Vigils in it. Alrighty, so 3-2 as always. Oh, and you know what? I forgot completely that we played that first game and won. I was under the impression that we just played 2 games. I don't know why. One of them must have been quick. I don't know. You guys will have to excuse me. I got home and the first thing I did was start testing out decks and see which one I wanted to record with. So I've sort of been playing a lot just today, and I'm very tired. So yeah, 3-2. It's the channel average. I guess that says a lot about me, though, right? I'm right about average. I'm not quite to 5-0. I'm not quite down here at the 0-2. Nonetheless, thanks everybody for watching. This lighting is really weird, right? I look really bright. I'm sorry. I'll have to adjust my my camera. Nonetheless, thank you everybody for watching. Also, let me know what you guys think about the intro and outro. I did pay somebody to create those for me. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions on this deck, either of the decks really, or future decks, past decks. You guys know that whole deal. And then of course, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I try to put out a video every day, and I've been trying to live stream. I know I've missed the past 2 days, but again, I'm moving, so you know, I think I'm excused from it. Nonetheless, I'm very tired, so I'm probably gonna go take a nap, and I'll see you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow, if I can record another one today. I do have to work a double tomorrow, so you guys know that's always difficult. I may just live stream tomorrow night as well, though, so we'll see. Nonetheless, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. What's up, everybody? I want to take a quick second to thank everybody who stayed all the way through the video, as well as give a special shout out to all my patron donors for helping support the channel. If you too are looking for ways to support the channel, consider hopping over to patreon.com/Dr. Spelkin. Try to make sure all support given to the channel is returned to those giving.